Hello everyone, welcome back to an Ushijima fanfic. It is part 3 of this 4-part series. So, I don't have much to say because it's closing in. It's only been a week now, it hasn't been 2 weeks, and that's kind of my thing to post every 2 weeks, but it's okay because it might take me a while to actually edit this, so I don't know. Okay, but anyway, glad everyone's here, so let's get started. It was early in the morning when you woke up for school, only to open your eyes to your surroundings spinning. I'm sorry, hold on. You were having an insane headache and your stomach was turning. You must have caught oh my god, whatever Tendo had when you went to give him his homework. You closed your eyes and hoped it would go away, but it didn't. As you tried to walk around, almost falling over, the doorbell rang. You grunted and went to answer the door. You swung open the door and saw Tendo, who came to walk you to school. "Hi, Frog. I'm all better now. Isn't that great?" he said happily. "No, I'm nauseous as hell and can't walk without almost falling over," you grumbled. Tendo looked at you and covered his mouth. You could hear the muffled sounds of Tendo trying not to laugh. "It's not funny," you said while glaring at him. "Just please do what I did while you were sick, okay?" you asked. Of course, Frog," he said and papped your head. "Now go rest your pretty little self," he said as he pranced off. "Oh, what are you, fucking gay?" "No, Frog, don't say that. He never gets your jokes," you thought to yourself as you shut the door. Much later, you were reading some yaoi on your phone. Relatable. Not relatable to me, though, because I don't read that. But oh no, no. Forget that. When the doorbell rang again, you got up, sighing, and opened the door. Tendo was back, and he was with Ushijima. "Hi, Frog. Ushijima was asking about you, so I let him come. I hope you don't mind," Tendo said, letting himself and his captain in. "He asked about me? Okay. Hi, Ushi." That's a typo. It's an Ushijima-kun, you said, putting on a smile as to not seem as ill as you were. "Hello," he simply said, and followed Tendo. As soon as you shut the door, Tendo got to the stove and started making some soup, and Ushijima was sitting on your couch right beside your yaoi phone. You gasped quietly and picked up your phone, pretending to check the time. "Wow, so that's the time," you said awkwardly. Ushijima just looked away. "Tendo, what are you doing?" you asked. "I'm making you soup. How are you feeling?" he asked. "Not great. I'll be back. 1 sec," you said as you made your way to the washroom. You went in and locked the door behind you. Time for using the washroom 101. You sat on the toilet and pulled down your sweatpants. You took a deep breath, and when you inhaled, you smelled something. No, not what you were creating at the moment. You smelled blood. "Oh, shit," you muttered as you saw the small puddle of blood in your panties. You did what you usually do when you bleed yourself and tossed your panties into the sink and turned on the water. Wait, why did you do that? Now you'd have to awkwardly go to your room and get another pair of panties. These were now wet. You didn't want to risk bleeding in the hallway in front of the boys, so you did what you thought was suitable. You poked your head out of the door. "Psst, Tendo," you whispered. Tendo was busy hitting the can of soup with a hammer. And when that didn't work, he began to stab it. Knives are people openers. That reminded you that your best friend is probably going to end up being a serial killer. Anyway, he was busy. That was probably better. If you asked him to get you some panties, he'd probably say it out loud and embarrass you in front of the majestic Ushijima. So you decided to be noble and pulled a towel around your waist. You began to shuffle down the hallway, trying to be fast. You made it to your underwear drawer, grabbed some panties, and headed back to the hall when Tendo and Ushijima stopped you. "Frog, here," Ushijima said, and handed you a bowl of soup that Tendo didn't even heat yet. "Don't forget the salt," Tendo said. "1 minute, guys. Just have to do something," you said. "Oh, what's that pretty fabric?" Tendo said and snatched your panties, lifting them up and unfolding them. "Oh," he said as him and Ushijima turned red. "Oh, why are you walking around with panties?" Tendo asked. "You don't have to answer that. Why are you wearing a towel?" Ushijima asked. The boys were now both looking towards your crotch. "Excuse me," you said, taking back your panties, and then the worst happened. You heard the dripping of fluids on the floor. The 3 of you looked down to the ground and saw the drops of blood. Ushijima jerked his head up and walked away while covering his face, trying to make it look like he wasn't red. "I saw nothing," he said as he sat back on the couch. Tendo just laughed. "Are you on your period?" shouted while laughing. Oh my god, he would though. Obviously. Why don't you go heat up the soup now? You said and went into the bathroom. Oh, I forgot. Tendo shouted and ran back to the stove with the soup. I didn't imagine he like burned the house down or something. You got out of the washroom with the problem solved. The boys were just sitting on the couch. Sorry for embarrassing you, Frog, Tendo said with a pout. It's fine, he mumbled and grabbed a bowl of soup. You sat beside Ushijima. Tendo grinned. You're so beautiful, Frog, he said. How random, he said. What? It's true, right, Ushijima? He asked. You caught on to what he was doing and smirked. Yes, very, Ushijima said, looking away. This was so awkward. You started to laugh. Ushijima, Tendo said. Yes, Ushijima asked. You're so hot, right? Right, Frog? Tendo said. Ushijima looked at Tendo like there was something wrong with him, which there is. You smiled. Yes, I agree, you said while nodding. Well, thank you, Ushijima muttered. Well, nothing's wrong with Tendo. He has his little quirks. You glanced at Tendo, who gave you a wide smile. How's the soup? He asked. It's very cold. I thought you were going to heat it, you said while laughing. It's cold. Hey, you know what's the opposite of cold is? Ushijima, Tendo said. You started laughing uncontrollably, and so did Tendo. You're ridiculous, you laughed. I have a question, Tendo said loudly. What is it? You asked. When I got home today after being sick, and you stayed home, the boys on the team were wondering where you were. He started, and I realized that Yamagata is interested in you. Would you be alright with me giving him your phone number? Tendo asked. You stared at him. Huh? You asked. Tendo looked into your eyes and mouthed the words, say yes. He didn't say them, just mouthed them. You didn't know why he was doing this, but he smiled. He was plotting something. Or he was smiling. He was plotting something. You went with it. Oh, okay, you said hesitantly. Ushijima looked at you. Don't go out with him, it's not a good idea, he said. Tendo's smile widened. Why not, you asked. He's stupid and not the kind of guy to commit to someone. And he only wants to go out with you because you're pretty, Ushijima explained. Okay, don't go out with Yamagata. How about Kawanishi? He seems interested. Tendo said. Him and Yamagata are basically the same person. Ushijima said. Fine then, Tendo said. Wanna go out with Ushijima? He asked. Ushijima froze. This time he had nothing to say. You smirked. Sure, you said. And that was the end of chapter 3. I guess this one was like funnier than usual. I had a good time reading this. I hope this was a good one because actually like part 3 is actually really good. So the Sugawara fanfic part 3 fanfic should come out 2 weeks from now, I guess. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. You can leave recommendations down. I read a few of them, like Rintaro, I think, and I forgot who else, but I'll get to them. I hope, I guess. Like I'll finish these up. There's only one more part after Ushijima, and there's one more after the Sugawara one. So yeah, well, one more part is what I'm saying. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.